Hello, everyone. Welcome to another ChaosCraft live stream. At least I think this one's going to be ChaosCraft. I'll let you guys decide if you guys want me to pursue something else. But this guy is. All right. Is it actually streaming this time? Yeah, it's got stuff. Oh, this has been live for 6 minutes. I've been live for like one of those. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. Internet. We're actually on the phone. My roommate was on the phone with the internet provider just recently. These guys are all just optimizing for digging. I almost want to hard reset it. It's kind of annoying, and none of them have figured out how to do more than one thing. But when they do, what is this? Is that from back when? Is that a pumpkin thing? Minecraft crops. Minecraft. Wait, was this bamboo? Plantable on? Bee growables? Pumpkin stem. Alright, that's what I'm looking at. What I thought. Alien Anthony, how's it going? Don't know why the internet was crapping out so much. So this time I let them run for a while. Somebody used bone meal at some point, but they've almost completely optimized at this point for the easy score, which is just tilling. But you can see some of them have planted, but they don't plant enough when they start planting because they haven't. None of them have figured out to plant on the tilled soil. Now that's this run because you guys saw the last one where they planted all those pumpkins, and that's crazy. Yeah, it is a pumpkin stem. Yeah, yeah. I had thought it was. I just couldn't see on the screen where it was. I wanted to be sure. And theoretically, one of them used bone meal once, but then it timed out because it hit the break point where I put it in there for bone meal. So I want to go back to the lava maze and see how they do there. So we may switch to the lava maze today. That, and I got a project called OpenRA to run. So what that is what do I have it in? I got it in Writer. So there's a couple things we could do today. Never fear, how's it going? So somebody used bone meal, but it timed out to put it because it hit the break point. Jack Lewis. So how do these guys learn? Good question, Jack. Welcome, by the way, to I don't believe you've been on here before, so happy to tell you. So this is what's a generation 3. He actually has 2 3s, but the one between the 2 dashes is what tells me he's a generation 3. And so what happens is he had several parents before him, that had randomly generated neural nets. So, for example, this guy's got his change head yaw output, and that is connected to, is looking at an ally. An ally is spelled wrong because I don't know how to spell. So when this fires off, it actually, because it's red, it's a negative correlation versus green means it's a positive correlation. And so that's how the neurons there exist. And then what happens is that they go out there in the world, and every time you see something green pop out of them, like little slime bits, they get a score. And so each generation gets scored, and if they do well, then we either mutate or breed that neural net with another one. So we combine it with another neural net, or we alter it in some fashion. So we can see here, this guy's, every time he's tilling, he gets some points. And so there should be some that are higher than 3s. Probably a lot of them that are higher than 3s, but they're just not on screen right now. They're not being simulated currently, or they're all 3s. I'm not sure. I could do a hard reset, but since we're thinking about switching, I'm not going to do that right now. But if you want to learn more, there's a ton of information about this. Check out the ChaosCraft v 0.3 playlist. Oh, is that on here? No, I don't have that. Wait, there we go. No, I don't. No, somehow this got all jacked up here. Where is it? Huh. It's weird. It's not displaying it on the. Oh wait, is it displaying on the screen? There we go. That playlist in the show notes. That'll fill you in on all sorts of stuff. We've been doing this for 2 years. If you go all the way back to the original ChaosCraft one, so there's a lot of cool stuff over time. Yep, neat neural evolution of augmented topologies. We actually use a slightly modified version of that I created, and we're looking at implementing CodeepNeat. But I have been extremely busy with consulting work the last week and some change. Also, I'm going camping this weekend, so that's going to be fun. So I will not get any work done this weekend because it is the U.S. holiday, the 4th of July, and I will be camping it up. So it eliminates unproductive bots. Yep, that is correct. Alien Anthony, if you add water to the tillers, will be grown out by the planters because they won't be any more land to fill like in real life. That's fair enough. These guys have not figured out how to use the water bucket. They try, they think about it. This guy's digging, which is not going to get him any points. But they don't ever seem to use it. I've never seen it hit the break point for it. I mean, I've seen it hit the break point for the other stuff, for the bone meal. But right now, we're not seeing a lot of planting going on either. It looks maybe a little bit. I don't know. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go hit this button over here, which resets all the land anyway, so that way we know for certain. But we've seen them optimize to 250 points, which means, there we go. Did we get rid of all of them? They should all have seeds anyway. Yeah, we switched to wheat. I don't know. So, all right. Okay, how's it going? That's Plaginator Drive. Welcome, Drive. Welcome to the stream. If you need me to explain what's going on, I'm happy to do that. Plenty of information out there as well. You guys have opened up for camping. Yes, we have. Camping didn't close entirely. Well, probably for a month or two. But I'm not like in New York or something like that. Like I am in the Midwest where we didn't have it that bad really. And so it's outdoors, it's distant from people, so I hopefully won't get eaten by a bear. So I don't think there's many bears where I'm going. I'm not going far enough north for that. Stream seems laggy. I guess my roommate literally called up the internet provider like within the last 20 minutes. He may actually still be on the phone with them for all I know. It was a good chance because I had to restart this thing several times in a span of very few minutes, and it's just ridiculous. Hello, Drive. I'm gonna call you Drive Plus Plaginator. Well, welcome to the stream. So right now, I'm hoping. Looks like they're all Generation 3s. I must have done a hard restart recently. But right now, they're all optimized. Like, it's very easy for them to optimize for this. I mean, look at that. Everybody's got a maximum of 100 points, which is all you can get if you optimize for just tilling. And then a lot of these guys have a minimum high score. It's their minimum high score specifically out of, I think it's 5 orgs, the top 5. So, not this one. They're age 3, so I must have done a hard reset before this happened. We can hop in and double check their observation of their inventory. So we've got in the corner here, we've got a stone hoe, bone meal, water bucket, wheat seeds, and some additional wheat seeds somehow. That guy. Whoa. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought for a second that down here in the where's my mouse? Down here in the corner, that's one of them just activated that block, but they didn't. So that's good. Never Fear. You thought Never Fear was a neural network? I've never met him in person, so it's possible. That would be the ultimate troll. Oh man. All right. Let's see. Let's stop observing. So I started to open up Rider to show you guys this other thing I was working on. So OpenRA is Open Red Alert. For those of you guys familiar with Command and Conquer. And so I was thinking it'd be really cool if we could train the behavior of our units before we battle, like in StarCraft. I believe you were telling me about this. Never Fear. It was Alpha something or another. And so I started playing around with this. And like I said, I've been really busy with my consulting client stuff. And so I did not get to dive into this too deeply. I also bought Terraria, which Never Fear is working on a mod for, which is kind of cool. But I was looking at modding this so that we could train neural nets to play Red Alert and beat it. So if we are interested, I could switch to this and work on that a little bit more. I didn't get a chance to dig into the source too much, but if I were to go here, I'm not sure where it would be. We'd have to dig into it. But game. This looks a little bit more promising. Okay, now I gotta turn this off. Now it's playing weird music in my ear. Alpha Star, that's right. It's Star. Barely any planting is going on. Actually, at the moment, it doesn't look like any planting is going on. Do you leave them running overnight, or only when accompanied by you? I often leave them running overnight. But this week I haven't, just because I've been bombarded with a lot of crazy stuff happening with the consulting world. So I got sidetracked, and I'm finishing up that, and I'm tired, and it's like the dog needs to go for a walk, so I should turn it on more. Also, I've been playing some Terraria. I tried streaming Terraria at the same time I was playing it, and this thing it couldn't. It ran at like 3 frames per second. I don't know why Terraria of all games, which is 2D pixel art, would not be streamable. Yeah, we got no planting going on whatsoever at the moment, but I'm not incredibly surprised. I think what'll happen after Gen 3 is that we'll get some fresh species in here, because these guys. So what happens is these guys, if they go, they're not in the top. I think I can't. Whatever my settings are, if they're not in the top, let's just say 3 species out of 10, it'll kill them off after they've had several terms to optimize. 3 turns specifically. So, and you guys can edit this. Oh, we got something planted there. No, that looks like a bug. It looks like it didn't get deleted correctly. So this genius is picking up his items and throwing them, and then collecting them. What's this guy doing? I'm guessing you're trying to dig or till cement. I mean, no, you're using it on air. Well, not gonna quite work out for you. And then these are just from before I had them planting pumpkins, and they actually did manage to plant a ton of pumpkins, but they had a little bit of help because when they didn't choose an action, they were navigating towards this. Alpha Star. What they had achieved the last 3 weeks of my work. My English is bad. No worry. What have they achieved? Well, so what happened is we actually figured out how to get them to use Minecraft's pathfinding system, or they can opt out of it to use their own raw outputs. So that took a while. We had so many problems doing that, but now it appears to be working. And so I want to take them back over to the lava maze and throw them in there, but at the same time, I kind of want to see them plant a little bit more or use that bone meal. So I'm slowly making sure that they can use most of the mechanics of the game, because when we first started, they couldn't, and it's rather complicated. This doesn't look right either. Oh, now that looks legit. So here's how we know is when this generation ends, if we have one of them. If we have a species that has a score that ends in 5, then that's an average, but a score with 5 there, then we know that that was legitimate, basically. Somebody, because they get 25 points for planting. They get more points for planting than they do for tilling. Um, graphics look a lot like Factorio. Kind of 3 weeks. I don't think he's even let him train that long continuously. 3 weeks probably would be long for a hard without a hard reset there. Just because I'm always so actively building new stuff on them and trying to improve them. This is Red Alert 2. I played third part, but only heard about Red Alert 2. I think it's Red Alert 1 actually. So fun fact, I learned how to program in a lot of ways, but mod specifically, or a big part of how I learned how to program was modding GTA 1 and Red Alert 1, which was kind of fun. So I'm gonna poke through that source code while we let this run over here. I'm gonna put this in observe mode, and we're gonna let this run a little bit because I'm curious about this. But the idea would be that we'd use neat and possibly even Q learning to train units to behave how you want them to behave, so you wouldn't even have to issue nearly as many commands or clicks. They would just they would be able to just carry them out very quickly. You'd still issue commands in some way, but it'd probably be more like generic like commands. I don't know. It really could customize how you play these types of games. If you have seizure problems, don't look at the screen right now. Are you gonna push the pathing to master? I should do that. I have not. Like I said, I've been crazy busy. Looks like a potato plant. I don't think they have. I didn't give them potatoes, but yep, somebody planted it. Yeah. I want them to get to use bone meal, but if I leave it running for a long time and I leave the breakpoint in there to find out if they planted bone meal, well then the breakpoint gets hit and it stops the game. Just unit order generator. Huh, that sounds cool. I don't know, this is really it's interesting. I'm not sure if Rider's the right program to be doing this with, by the way. Effects, file formats. Hmm. Server, scripting, support. So the thing is, I'm not actually finding the units in here. Oh, okay, wait a minute. OpenAI mod CNC. Well, interesting. You can also play Dune. I've never played Dune, so I actually probably should just play through that. Yeah, because I've got Command and Conquer here as a mod. Sprite loader, scripting. All right. Is that in C sharp? It is in C sharp. Use Visual Studio. Usual. Yeah. I bought all the what are they called? The JetBrains stuff. I have a subscription to JetBrains because I have to write in so many darn languages. I mean, let's count them out: JavaScript, PHP, Python, Java, and C sharp are just a handful of them. I'm sure there's another one I'm forgetting about. Android uses Java. Android Studios, though. Um, let's see. Do these neural networks change their code in the next generation, or did they have their own code? So they do mutate. And Never Fear kind of says this. The neural network doesn't change itself. What happens is I wrote this platform called ChaosNet, chaosnet.ai. If you're looking for it. And so the neural nets all get sent to here. Well, basically they come from here, and then the scores get sent to here, and then this decides who to which neural nets to propagate and mutate, and so on and so forth. So we can see here there's a bunch of species, and I'm actually going to go to the side with this maybe. Okay, no, I'm not. That's going to just okay. And so you can see here I can go sort by high score, and one of them has a high score of 0. That's weird. And they're Gen 3. I was just really screwing up. Well, we'll go with Arctic Wolf. And you can see here that their top score was 100. Oh my god. Top score was 100 in Generation 0. Why does it say -1? Generation 0. And then they pretty much all optimized to score 100. And then you can see that their organisms are here. So this is Wilbur. He scored well. Wait, this one's probably open, and so here's his neural net, and it's incredibly simple, this particular one, but we've seen him get this is a complexity score of 12, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the connections 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've seen him get up in the 400s before, so this is a relatively simple neural net. Yeah, that's right. You just put it down in the bottom for no reason. So, yeah, but this mutates him chaosnet.ai technically, because that way we can kind of fork them and do group training, and I don't know. There's so many different things I want to do, but not quite there yet. All right. So I don't know. Should we? Let's see how far we are with this generation. Oh, network info. We're at 73%. Let's wait for this generation to iterate, and maybe watch the beginning of the next generation, see if we get any more diverse behavior, because they've all optimized for the same thing here. And hopefully, if the ground's already tilled, they won't get points for tilling it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So the tillers will go ahead. But this is where we ended up like last week, where we had two species that were kind of competing. I'm wondering if they're trying to. Well, no, they're definitely not trying to use bone meal, because that breakpoint would get hit. I'm going to stop observing because that's hurting my eyes here. You can see their navigation path there and slightly grayed out that blocks. That was the stuff they got back. The good news is they're not just attacking each other like idiots right now, which is nice. Nope, we got. I think this is another one, or is that the same? It could be the same one. Okay, they're throwing items over here. I really want to penalize them for that. Yeah, that's the same one. So we've got one that planted. Weird. What's he doing? I think he's trying to hit the air. Yeah, use item on air. Not quite valid. Drive. Wow, that's like in nature, cool, but mutation progress is really huge. That progress is compared with the mutation of a life form organism. Yeah, that's meat is a neural evolution, so it's based on evolution, Darwinism, and all that, but not perfect because they don't actually mate or anything like that. But we're actually working towards a survival mode. Now that we've got this navigation on, we could focus a little more on that survival mode stuff. We got a lot of the game mechanics working. Like we saw them crafting, like white dye and all that. We could go back and double check crafting again if we wanted to. But we could go back to, or we could start working on the survival mode, which we probably ought to, because I think that's the next big leap for us. I want to get them mutatable skins though too. So many things I want to do, so little time. So I need some help on this. time is it? I should have gotten caffeine before I came down here. The fool I am. I keep seeing this and thinking that that's fresh. I'm gonna get rid of that because it's concerning. Why is this taking so long to finish? I guess they're getting a huge bonus for. I mean, they're also darn good at doing this. It's taking longer. That's why they're not higher in the generations too, because they're getting, I think, 10 seconds of life for every piece of ground they till. So I'm gonna have to drop that score down a little bit. To my knowledge, none of them have figured out how to till and place seeds. They just say, "Hey, tilling's wonderful. Let's just keep tilling all day." He's probably trying to till and he's standing on it. Come on. It's using on the air. That's already been tilled. Okay, I think that was my replace blocks thing. It's weird that it does it when I put a block back or replace a block. Yeah, we got 6 people on here. Welcome, everybody. Feel free to shout it out if it's your first time here. I'm happy to explain what's going on. You can also watch the version 0.3 playlist of ChaosCraft on my channel, and that will catch you guys up on a lot of what's going on here. You can also just watch the ChaosCraft one, but I'll warn you that 2 years ago, or even a couple months ago, I was not as adept and did not have the equipment for the best audio quality or video quality. And as of right now, I'm not sure I do either because the internet went out on us at least one stream the stream so far. A lot of times I just let these guys run while I'm working too in the background. What's he trying to do? I think he's picked air accidentally. He's picked the ground, but it's already been tilled and he's standing on it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work so well. That should probably fail, though. I'm not sure why not. Maybe smaller land might have helped because they run out of land to till sooner, so they die out faster and gens move. So that's the thing. That might have been why we had such a great pumpkin farm, is because they had to wander to that point when no other destination was selected. So like the area around the pumpkin land really got them going, got in there, got hit a lot, and so it would already be tilled. So that's probably all. And so the planting, that probably, you're right. You're absolutely right. There you go. There you go. So, if you guys remember correctly, the boxes around them indicate if they're scanning or not, or what phase in scanning they are. So, green means they've already picked something. When it goes purple, I believe it means it's scanning. And then when they first spawn in, I can't remember what color it is, but they don't scan. For a while there, I made it so they didn't scan immediately. I think the red, that's right, red is it. Oh man, what do we got for percentage? Network info, 91%. All right, we only got 30 more to go. So we should see those species die out, ideally, and then more diverse behavior again in a second. So that also means that they're going to run around attacking each other more. Ideally, not trying to dig the spawn block. Their favorite pastime. Oh, excuse me. I should have taken pictures of my notes so I can show you guys my notes on the battle thing, but I was working on a neural net that could plan for a battle and how would I did try and look at that Alpha Star stuff to figure out how Alpha Star did its StarCraft 2 implementation. And for those of you guys that don't know, Alpha Star is an implementation of artificial intelligence that is really good at StarCraft 2. And they didn't go into too much detail on the world on that thing and what it saw or all that. And so I was trying to figure out a way with less processing power how we could, similarly do scans and have that feature extraction layer the same way these guys have scans. How we could do that, but the more I think about it, the more I'm really excited about the possibilities of what Code Eat Neat can do. So, can you make a stock bot for me with Neat? We possibly could. That one might be better done with something because you can back propagate. If you're thinking about like how to trade stocks, you could back propagate a little bit more because you have a right and wrong, but it's tough to say. I guess it wouldn't have the right. You'd have to do time frames and all that stuff. That would be cool in a way. I feel like that's a slightly saturated market to try and jump in ahead and create a bot that trades. I mean, there's billions of dollars being spent on trading bots and all that stuff right now. So, not to say it's not possible, but to get an advantage in some capacity, but it's also highly risky and potentially crazy. It'd be cooler to build something that's just inherently valuable and people want to use it versus trying to buy and sell and trade and gamble. But it is doable, yes, Alien Anthony. Someone did train a bot to estimate values of Bitcoin. Actually, I had a friend that was in. He's still a friend of mine. He was in a startup for cryptocurrency, and what they were trying to do was train an AI to do arbitrage, so trade cryptocurrencies very fast to offset it. And unfortunately, that startup went under. But he started consulting and actually making money, and he's much happier now. So he does go. The world isn't ready for Bitcoin. I think you might be right there. Yeah, I think you might be right. We'll see how the economy does after this whole shebang. You should be able to wire in ChaosNet into something like that if you wanted to. I'm not saying I couldn't, but I don't know if I'd have the edge, that you'd get quick enough. But we'll see. I mean, if I get Code Eat Neat in here. All right, they're thinning out, which means I think we're reaching the end of the generation. Seeking in story, farming evolution. Yeah, they used bone meal at one point, but then I have a breakpoint there, so it paused, and I really want to see if that runs again. But if we don't see, so they're about to end this generation. That's why there's so few of them, and then we're gonna new generation, and a bunch of the younger ones are gonna stall out, or the ones that aren't in the top five or top three, I think it is top three, and then we should get more diverse behavior. So hopefully we'll get an increase in planters and so on. Alien Anthony, I took a hard his just today because hit. All my stocks lost like 20 cents. Yeah, I'm more of a long-term dividend type guy. I don't do much speculating or gambling in the market. I usually buy stuff. I mean, you gamble a little bit no matter what you do, but I usually buy stuff that cash flows over time, like Pepsi. Gotta love that Pepsi. But yeah, no, my portfolio took a hit, but it bounced back, and I'm betting it's going to take another hit soon. But depending on how you look at it, that's just a. I mean, if you're not trying to exit anytime soon, then it's just a sale for you to get in more. So I'm not really an investor guy here. I'm not going to give any. This also is not official investment advice. I'm just stating what I do. Joseph Carlson's a really good YouTuber that I like his information he's got on this stuff a lot. He's got a good head on his shoulders. One of the least spammy investment guys I've seen, and like I'm considering mainstream media and this as well, and YouTube as a platform. All right, so we're seeing Generation 4 here, Generation 0. So this guy's Gen 0, and he is just wandering because he just cannot make up his mind. So this Gen 0, so the Gen Zeros, there's going to be a bunch of wild cards, but I'm hoping at least one or two of them do something smart. Drive. Can they teach to collect one drop item, or they just move randomly? They can, if they spot an item, they can go collect it if they choose to. But by default, if they don't have something that they've chosen to do, then it will explore the environment. It'll wander, basically. So they could be trained to spot items. They've been trained to chase various entities like chickens and zombies around. So that's happened. They've figured out to chase me around, which I didn't really reward them for. As a matter of fact, I punished them with a swift beating. Except that one time that their reach was up and they kicked the crap out of me. That's why I have this diamond armor on right now, because it killed me in the game. I got a little bit too big for my boots. I'm like, oh, I'll go into survival mode. I can take this guy. Kick the crap out of me. Seek story. It may be late, but congrats on the 1K subs. Thank you. Yeah, we actually broke one. We stalled. Had crazy pace for a while, and then we stalled out a little bit, and I'm not sure why. But we kind of slowed down for a while. But we broke 1,150 today, and I hadn't seen that. We were like 1,157. And I was supposed to release a video yesterday, but like I said, I've had some very urgent consulting business that I've got to deal with. So I had to do that, and so I didn't get that done. That's my afternoon is going to be a bunch of consulting business. So that, between that and the fact that my coach, we got a guy trying to place it. You're so close. Action buffer, place, wheat seeds. Dude, I'm so tempted to just till that spot. God, he died. I should have looked at his scores. Actually, I don't. Okay, this guy's trying to place wheat seed too. Someone till that spot, or just target. Like, it's all he needs to do is to check if the block he's placing the action on is farmland, and then they have the neurons for it. Like, we could neural net. He's got a bunch of neurons. He's really heavy on his eyes. Really heavy on his eyes right now. He's really looking at. Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't have any target. If he had a target candidate type input that's farmland, then he'd be all good. Okay, so that yellow line means that guy is using raw output, and so that means he chose to not use Minecraft navigation, but just to walk, and he clearly walked away from it. These idiots are attacking each other, I think. Yeah. That guy's actually the jerk. He's just walking around beating people up. Come on, someone try and place some seeds. Yeah, if I were to shrink the playing field, you're right. There would be less chance for them to just score from tilling. This guy's picking up items and dropping them again. At least they can't duplicate items anymore. I haven't seen that in a while. That was a real pain. Okay, I must go. Thank you for joining Drive. We're always on Discord and around. I guess I'm like on Discord most of the time. I do sleep. But thanks for joining. So if anybody's new here, we got 8 people on right now. Nice. If anybody's new here and you don't know what's going on, shout it out. I'm happy to try and explain it to you. If you guys like neural network game AI stuff, you might want to hit that subscribe button. Upvotes always help. The thumbs up. So good luck or good night. One or the other. Thank you. Have a good one. Discord link on it. Unless Cold Embrace beats me, or Never Fear beats me to it. We're gonna find out. Invite. I don't know how to do it. I'm sure I do. I'm just slow. Okay. Oh, I just forgot what the stream is. There we go. HyperMX. How's it going? No, they're going back to the Stone Age. They're destroying the farms. They haven't. We created the command block over here to reset it, because they had actually successfully placed a ton of pumpkins. But the reason that they placed him so well is because I had made it so that whenever they didn't make a decision, because we were testing navigation, they would wander towards this thing here. So whenever they were just like, I don't know what to do yet, it would march them that way. Hey, somebody did plant. I'm thinking that's planted again. I'm hoping that's not the one I destroyed like 3 times. Um, so they were all gathered here. So the mass of people that were tilling were right here, but then they could only till so much because it was already tilled. And then the mass of people planting were just drawn to this area, and then that had already been tilled, so they planted. So the balance was better, but now that we spread them out, they're just struggling here. I mean, some of them are trying to plant seeds. We've seen it, but it's easier to score tilling because you can till. There's a lot more grass blocks there than there's tilled area, so it's kind of imbalanced. I tried to send the link, but YouTube is still blocking links. That's weird. So I didn't see it even show up. Usually it gets. You only sent one. All right. Let me get a better invite link here. I was trying to be fast, but expire after never. Maximum number of users never. Generate a new link. Here we go. Remember which tab. You read my message. You missed the last two. I think it's blocking. YouTube's blocking stuff and not telling me maybe, or maybe it's a top chat. I don't know. Let me see what I can do here. Participants, pop out chat, toggle timestamp. I can't do anything. I think YouTube's limiting HyperMX. I think YouTube, if you're posting more stuff, it didn't even tell me that Alien Anthony tried to post a link, so I did not see it. It's kind of YouTube does weird things sometimes. Usually it says held for spam or something like that. So if it's not spam, I definitely approve it. All right. Well, I'm afraid that none of the seed guys got rewarded yet. So we're just going to see more of these guys tilling. Oh, wait a minute. So another one got placed. Okay, he died. Almost got there. That one, I'm going to delete that one just because I think that my code that puts back blocks when a bot dies, might be replacing it even though it doesn't need to be replaced. So if it does that in another 10 seconds or 15 seconds, then we know. I'll just put something else there. Set top chat to live chat. It is on live chat. I definitely have that word there. Live chat. Yeah. Never Fear's got the same thing. He's a mod. He can see that stuff as well. Yeah, alright. Well, we got this one's legit. And this genius is just throwing items up. He stopped. Ooh, what's he doing now? He's trying to toss his bucket. Toss item, bucket. And he's failing to toss the bucket. They have yet to equip the water bucket. I really want them to use buckets. Like, I want to do something where we make them having to gather, like, lava from one side and put it somewhere else. More complex behaviors. I sent a screenshot of the issue on Discord. Alright. I'm going to back up for a second and just look in Discord. Alien Anthony. I see. Yeah. It's not. I didn't see that link from you even pop in there. I don't know. This is what YouTube scares me. I'm gonna like get YouTube famous, and then all of a sudden YouTube's gonna be like, "Nope, we're not doing this anymore." I've seen that happen too many times. Just block you. All right, where are we at with this generation? Network info, 47%. Yeah, it's probably just because a lot of them are scoring real well. I could drop it down a bit. Or should I switch back to the lava maze? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think we ought to do? My question was, if you can read it now, any new thoughts on having ChaosNet Olympic Games? I would love to have ChaosNet Olympic Games. Now that we get the navigation working, we've opened up a lot of possibilities. It's just this last week it's just been really crazy busy with consulting work, so I've been a little slow on the stuff. And this weekend I am going camping, so I'm taking a little vacation for myself. Though it's going to be insanely hot here for at least for Wisconsin. Keeping in mind it's a very humid heat here, not a dry heat, not a desert. Um, Farming stagnated. Go lava. All right, I got one vote for lava. I'm on board with that. Is there anything I need to do to set up for this? We'll double check it while I go into observe mode. Please don't give us a seizure. Uh, let's just double check the lava maze and make sure it's set up first before I just pull the trigger. Anybody else has any thoughts on it? Let me know. Okay. So the neurons they are capable of having are fixed. They can see lava and bedrock and each other. Should we even make them so they can see each other? That just makes it so it's more likely they're going to target each other. I'm going to get rid of that. Save. Refresh. Okay. And edit roles, default, fitness rules. We got explore, we got travel. I'm wondering if we need to change this at all. So anytime they travel on the z-axis or they touch a block they have not touched before, they'll get life, but they only get points for traveling on the z-axis. All right. And to my knowledge, they won't by default navigate past lava. So camping is nice. I'm going as well soon. Nice. That's good stuff. Better to move to the lava maze. Sadly, farming isn't moving along. Yeah, we need to change the setup on it. We need to rebalance stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do? Back to game. Oh, the other one's just called maze, right? M-A-Z-E. M-A-Z-E. All right, we're going here. We're going training room, and we're going to maze. Log in. Oh, I've got to put the session to sleep. 1 second. Sleep. Well, I actually just killed out a lot of progress. I should have finished the generation first. Oops. Okay, let's try this again. Training room, maze, login. Good. All right, now I got to restart everything. By the way, if you're watching this for the first time and you're wondering if you can run this stuff, you can. This stuff is all open source. Anybody can use it. You do need to create a ChaosNet account, and there is a waiting list for that because it was getting expensive. Actually, now that I think about it, I should look at what the cost is costing me because it's the end of the month and I should know that, but I haven't looked. But consulting work is paying the bills right now, so that's good. Not making me rich, that's for sure, but it's keeping food on the table. All right, while this reboots, the server didn't reboot, I am real quickly going to grab some caffeine so I don't fall asleep while I'm streaming. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thought of another fun experiment we could run. It's called How Quickly Can We Get Ernie Down Here in the Basement When I Open This Beef Jerky? He is a hound and he will smell this jerky and he will be down here so quick the second I open this beef jerky. So here we go. Alright. What time is it right now? I almost want to set a timer for this. Alright. Well, I guess I'm not going to open it yet. I want to get over to the lava maze. Did I hit it with a hard reset? I didn't. There's probably some Gen... they're all Gen Zeros. I turned off Wander by default, didn't I? Okay, so Wander by default will make them wander. But if they... So now they've got to select the Navigate to action. Or they got to use raw output. So these guys with the yellow line, they're doing raw output. That's actually impressive considering he's attacking him. Unless the other guy's using Navigate to. Alright. I kind of want to set a timer for this. Okay, so evidently the only people that are navigating anywhere are the ones that are punching people. Alright, I'm opening the bag. 3, 2, 1. And just wait. See how long it takes them to get down here. Gotta let the smell of beef jerky gently flow through the house. And we just put it in observe mode. Start observing. Have you checked out the new Nether update yet? I've looked at it, and Super Jerry informed me that it is available to implement 16.1. I have not done it yet, but we could do that right now, actually. I think I hear Ernie moving. Let's check it out. Need my mouse back. Oh no, that's not Ernie. Fifteen point 2. 15.2. Alright. Well, can we get more information there? Oh, I don't know where's... Okay, I'm going to check on the forums to see what we're talking about there. This guy's got a score of 7. Oh, we're going to see what this guy's neural net looks like. Ah, nuts, he died. And these guys are all Gen 0, so we should see a lot better, hopefully a lot better work on when we hit Gen 1. Oh, this guy's cooking. He's using raw output right in the lava, though. Exit observe an aerial view would be better. All right, I can do that. Fair enough. And we can go back to full screen because I got to go searching for the link that he sent. Assuming he sent a link, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I remember doing a lot of an aerial view when we trained this originally. All right, looks like I'm back. All right. I'm trying to find the download for 1. Oh, there we go. It just hidden away. I'm wondering if we just... Where is it? I want to commit this. What's in the wander action? I forget. No, that's right. I switched them from the B block. We don't. Yeah, we do want to push that. We don't need to push that though. Times commit push. All right. No. Okay. What? There we go. Forgot that short key for a second. Okay. So I think if we wanted to upgrade to 1.16, and this might just ruin my stream if I do this. I'm not sure I want to do it right now. It's the Gradle build.gradle. Is that it? Last time, actually, Super Jerry just forked this thing and submitted it. 1.5.2. Yep, so we could switch this around, maybe. Rebuild the jar. It seems a bit risky. Probably not going to do that on screen because watching me just poke at dependency issues for an hour is not that exciting. But I did find the source code. YouTube is limiting quality of live stream on mobile, but not desktop. I think my internet provider is limiting the quality of my internet, or this modem is just, one that should be beaten and thrown away. Not beaten, it's harsh. It served us well. Feeling pretty good about the router though. See, this guy is hacking it a little bit. So he attacks his way forward. It's kind of a cheap way to get moving forward. So this should move faster than the other one. We're at Gen 0 still. Okay. 56. Yeah, we're moving faster because it's a little tougher to get a score here. In reality, it's not insanely tough. Another thing I got to factor in is fidelity score, as I call it. But that means, and yes, that's kind of a Westworld reference, but that means that they do the same thing. Like they should be able to score like more than once. Like that, like the fidelity score on that last one would have just killed it. But here you can get lucky and accidentally, walk a path that basically keeps you good till pretty far down the way. You're not gonna get all the way, but yeah. So you see them scanning there. They're trying to find actions, but those neural nets don't find any actions that are valid that it likes. So they just scan again and again and again. But one of them, all I need to do is have one that just likes to do a navigate to, and pick something in the right direction, and we're off to the races again. Fidelity, meaning I don't know how. It actually means something like faithful, but like how many times they could get a decent score in a row, because sometimes they just walk and accidentally get on the right path. That's not an intelligence thing. Like this guy's just walking and walking and walking. And we've seen him do it before on this maze, without the fancy navigation or the action and neural net or the ability to scan. Yeah, but now they've got so many more options that it's almost more difficult to do. So we have more neurons, we have more inputs, more outputs. $72. I'm surprised Ernie has not come down here and started begging for beef jerky yet. Well, here's the boring part. I would like to wire in that replay mod and somehow figure out how to work with that. I can't remember where I stopped for some reason. That could be cool. Bullies. Don't like bullies. Hmm. This guy might be doing a navigate too. Navigate 2. He just keeps picking the exact spot he's standing on now. Ah. Well, he's trying. He's not doing well. They don't have any blocks that they can place at the moment. Also, I don't know if they could dig. Wouldn't get him any points. They have no items to use, so they have limited actions. What's this guy doing? Ah, he died. What's that guy doing? He's trying to melee attack me. Don't do it. Get wrecked. You know what? It's your own doing. Ooh, we got a raw nav with no intelligence whatsoever. Yeah, this one will take a while. It took us at least 30 gens, and I think that was just the species generation, so there were other species that went a lot longer for the navigation stuff originally for this maze. This is something I probably ought to let run overnight. With that said, I'm not sure what I want to do now. I've got a ton of consulting work I need to jump on. All right, these two are battling it out. That guy actually managed to attack him backwards. He's coming after me again. Oh, wait. I just realized that these attackers are going to keep getting high scores if I walk them out that far. We'll just have a ton of people attacking each other. We got a raw nav. He's on fire, making a break for it. We got a raw nav who's just decided to walk into that wall for some reason. Potions. That'd be a good one. What potions did we do? Potion of leaping. I kind of just want to spam him with that and see what happens. I've never played with the potion of leaping. The button. Potion of fire resistance. Potion of swiftness. Potion of slowness. Well, might as well do that one. Potion of the Turtle Master. I don't even know what that one is. Potion of water breathing. Potion of healing. Potion of harming. Potion of poison. Potion of generation. Potion of strength. Potion of weakness. Potion of luck. Not sure what luck would do with these guys. Slow falling. I think this is what I meant to do. Get that one so I can throw it. Okay. Did it hit him? Oh, he's not jumping. Never mind. Nope. Now he's jumping. Okay, you're both trying to attack me. You do it fast. Yeah, he's got a little swiftness to him. Oh, he dodged the lava. And then he didn't dodge the lava. Yeah, it sucks that the attackers are getting the scores there. So what potion should I give him? I really want to give him potion of leaping and have him jump 100 miles. Actually, I haven't ever tried potion of leaping. Let's see what it does to me. How do I double tap that? Oh, oh God, that didn't work out. Oh God. Oh, Okay, I died pretty much in the spawn point. I don't feel like I'm leaping that high right now. Am I jumping really high? I guess I did just jump over 3. Okay, I guess I am jumping high. All right, this is getting silly, and I'm not hearing much from the chat. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these guys run. I'm probably gonna get to work on my consulting stuff because I've got to. And yeah, I will be around if anybody has any questions. There was some chat and support. Whoever that is, I'm gonna check that out. I forgot about it. Jump V. Oh God. Hey, hey, hey. All right, I'm back. All right, switch to new ISP. Yeah, we're looking into that. It's a bit ridiculous. What was it saying there? Species. Manacle was burnt to a crisp while fighting. Species, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't really fighting him, he just attacked me. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day. I got to get to work. I need to eat something besides beef jerky for lunch. So I am going to call it. Thank you guys for hopping on. I will let you guys know how this lava thing goes. I am optimistic, but it might take a while. All right, take care. And if you need me, I'll be on the Discord. If you are interested in all the history behind all this, check out the playlist V0.3 or the ChaosCraft playlist. Yeah, special thanks to my patrons, my mods. Never fear, you guys are awesome. Alien Anthony, thank you for the suggestion, and I'll be around. Take care.